In real life, with really sick people who are under real care, that ASR on a 3x5 card means nothing, because that ASR is going to be very unique to John McCarthy. It's going to be John's ASR.
Not only do we work with the subtle substance of this intangible, immaterial, innate intelligence, but we also work with the physical, material, physiology, and the neurology that's mind-blowing. That is mind-blowing.
The docs that present are congruent. What they preach is what they practice in their office. And the most important thing is I feel like it is a unplugging from what we think chiropractic is. You actually get to learn real world chiropractic.
Where are we going to contact? Am I going to contact maybe the posterior arch, maybe a little more anterior? Am I going to contact a little more posterior? Do I want that line of drive to have a little more A, or do I want it to have a little more P? That's why it's called, that's the section of why it's called the art of the specific. That's where you have to be creative. That's where you have to utilize your creative minds to figure this piece out.
I would say as a doctor that's been in practice 7 years, if you really want to increase your certainty to know exactly what you're doing and understanding the subluxation to a whole new degree, you need to be here. You need to be at TATS.
This is a huge game changer. I would recommend anybody come to the Art of Specific. It's been amazing. It's totally changed my practice, and the results are astounding. You wouldn't believe it.
Chiropractic is an alternative to nothing. There is nothing like it. Every other thing in the quote-unquote health field is a disease science. It's about the treatment of something. Chiropractic is the only thing that is the treatment of nothing, is actually the restoration of what we spoke about before, the control of innate intelligence to allow the body to do what is normal for itself.
It just takes time.
So when the joint gets stuck in a position where it cannot move from here, from right to left, we can push it from right to left, which would seem to be very logical. However, I need for you to understand that it could be pushed from left to right. It's just stuck. At the advanced level of providing real chiropractic care to patients, that there is no one right way to do anything.
The Art of the Specific has answered a lot of my questions about the art, science, and philosophy of chiropractic. Not just the questions I had, but all of the questions I didn't know. It was an awesome weekend, a complete intensive where you spend hours to be able to ask anything you want with doctors Amy Roberts and Sean Dale, so make it to one of the intensives today.
What has happened here, this torque, the concept of the torque subluxation, and what would I need to do to untorque that subluxation?
Coming here for the first time, I think it caused me to ask more questions. Why I was adjusting what I was doing, the rationale behind it, the science behind it. And through going through the process, I think it gave me the answer to those. So really the confidence and the certainty to know when to adjust, when not to adjust, and how to do it. So if those are things that you're looking for, I'm going to invite you to come and check it out.
That's your Rock of Gibraltar. That philosophy doesn't change. It might grow a little bit, but it doesn't change.
Many students oftentimes ask me why should they take the Art of the Specific. And personally, I believe that the Art of the Specific gives you the perfect entry into preparing you to see the worst of the worst cases. And I know that everybody wants to know, how do I see people in chiropractic that are the worst of the worst? We're preparing you to analyze and correct the vertebral subluxation, specifically in the upper cervical spine, and preparing you for success.
I can't tell you how excited I am, even now on day one, for the ultimate time when you'll actually give your first chiropractic adjustment this way. It's the most amazing thing, and it's probably going to take you by storm.